Hi guys, it's Jasmine and I'm back with another video for Tupelo Designs LLC. I'm lucky enough to be a guest designer on their design team. So today I've got two cards for you, actually using the same images, but they're done a little bit differently. So I'm going to let you watch the Copic Coloring, and I'm going to put some music on so you don't get bored, and I'll catch back up with you in a minute. Okay, so what I've done here is cut some masks from Post-it notes and placed them over the three flowers and the bird, as you can see, and then I used a clarity brush to do some ink blending. Now I started with Frayed Leaf from Altenew, and you can't really see it a whole lot. So then I switched to the next darker color, which is Forest Glades. And I added that around and in between, holding on the mask because they weren't sticking very well. You can also use masking paper for those, but I was being cheap. And I still quite wasn't getting the intensity that I wanted. So I followed that up with Evergreen. And Evergreen is a little bit of a blue green. And this is sped up to be 4 times as fast as normal, so you can see how lightly and how smoothly and softly those brushes add ink to a project. So I set that aside to dry, and I stamped the same image on a new piece of paper using Simon Says Stamp Stone ink. And then I Copic colored this in the same way as the first clip. And then the only thing I did differently was use different colors. So I'm going to let you watch the Copic coloring, and I'm going to put some more music on, and I'll be back. So here what I'm doing is using a Faber Pastel Pitt artist pen to outline the images, just to give them a little more definition. Some of it was lost with the Copic coloring and the ink blending. This is the first time I've tried this technique, so I was a little bit nervous about it, but I really like how it turned out. And I use the extra slim size of the pen. They come in a package of 4 or 5 and they have different widths. So you can kind of match your line width to the stamped image that you're using. And this one is the thinnest line width in the package I have. But it makes it nice and easy to kind of follow the line images and add detail back in. So here I'm just re-outlining some of those petal edges where I kind of felt like they got lost with the coloring. Add some definition back into it. You can kind of go crazy with this and get overboard, so you kind of want to be careful and try it out a few times before you really commit to an important project. So here I'm using Copics again to add shadows back underneath the bird and the flowers. Got a little off frame there, apologize for that. So I used warm grays to start out with, but I think they matched the stone ink a little too much. So I ended up going in with a neutral gray to kind of deepen that tone. And you see me go tip to tip with the marker so that it doesn't go overboard. And then on the bird I go in with the cool grays to kind of add the darkness back in over his head and the back of his body as well as his legs. I didn't have a specific bird in mind necessarily when coloring him, but I did do a Google search just for bird images just to kind of get an idea of what somewhat accurate bird would be colored like. I didn't want to go completely overboard with it. And I really liked how it added some detail back in, and it really helped it pop off the page. So now I'm using the Concord 9th Love You Mean It for my sentiments to add, and I'm stamping those using the MISTI for some good placement with Momento Tuxedo black ink. And I like that ink for stamping because it's nice and crisp, as you can see. I didn't quite get it the first time I stamped it. So that's what I like using the MISTI, is you can do it again and not worry about it getting just off enough to where you can tell that you had to do it twice. So I tend to use my MISTI quite a bit, a lot more than I ever thought I would. So here are the two panels side by side, and I'm adding Pretty Pink Posh clear droplets and sparkling clear sequins using some glossy accents. I just add drops of glossy accent and then drop the droplet right on top. And those tweezers are from Elizabeth Crafts, in case you're wondering. And the sequins are 4mm size, and the clear droplets are 4mm and 6mm. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thank you for joining me. There's some stills at the end for some close-up shots of each panel. I just mounted those to card bases, top folding card bases, and they're good to go. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Also join me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.